At this hour, the man who police say opened fire inside that Midtown Atlanta high-rise hotel is in custody. I'm George Estevez.
And I'm Karen Greer. Let's get right to the latest on that breaking news. Exclusive video in the last 15 minutes shows police taking the man into custody suspected for the shooting inside the Four Seasons building. Officers rolled him to a waiting ambulance with blood covering much of his face. After securing the scene, they lifted a shelter-in-place order but asked people to avoid the area. This is Midtown Atlanta, right along 14th Street, south of the Woodruff Arts Center, between the Connector and Piedmont Park. We have live Team 2 coverage right now at 5.
Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez standing by now. Let's go first to Channel 2's Candace McCowan, where we saw, Candace, that man taken away. You were there live on our air during Channel 2 Action News at 4.
Yeah, George and Karen, we saw him as he was brought out of the Four Seasons. Just moments before that, they had taken that stretcher in and brought him out. He was moving, and we have video of all of this. We've since blurred it so you can't see the blood, but there was blood on his face. He again was moving. He was alert as he was put into that Grady ambulance and then taken away in that Grady ambulance, followed by police officers just a few moments ago. Now, we understand the shelter in place for the area has been lifted, but I talked to some folks who are actually inside of the Four Seasons building there. They have been told still to stay in place where they are right now, and so they're waiting to get the all clear to come out of that building. Right now we see another ambulance that is arriving here on scene. We are waiting to hear more from police about what exactly happened inside of that hotel. I did talk to one woman who was leaving the nearby AC Hotel Midtown, and she told me this about the moment she heard all of this unfold.
I thought I heard gunshots, and I kind of jumped up and I looked out the window, and of course the street's full of policemen and nobody seemed to be rushing around, so I figured it was okay.
So scary, so close. Yeah, and one of those moments where she was saying, wondered if that was actual gunshots that she was hearing, but it turns out, she said, the hotel staff here at AC Hotel Midtown were great at informing her of exactly what was going on. She also told me in the lobby here, that's where many of the people who are staying at that Four Seasons, that's where they're camped out with their dogs, waiting to get back into that hotel right now and to find out more information about what happened. That's where they were safe while all of this was unfolding, and we heard the many gunshots around 3 o'clock this afternoon, several dozen of them. It sounded like even more as it ricocheted off of nearby buildings. So a lot of people with questions as we wait to hear from Atlanta police. For now, live here in Midtown, I'm Candace McCowan for Channel 2 Action News.
And the truth is, Candace, so many people were on edge for so many hours. Glad it's over.
We sure are. Thank you. And let's get right now to our continuing coverage. Live Team 2 coverage continues now with Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez. Taisha, we spoke with you during Channel 2 Action News at 3. Gunshots you were hearing, you moved, you and your photographer had to take cover when all this was happening.
Karen, we're back to where we started when we first arrived to this breaking news. We are on 14th Street and Crescent Avenue. We're getting ready for a news conference with Atlanta Police Chief and also the Mayor of Atlanta. That's set to start probably in the next 15 minutes. And as you said, this was a very scary situation. I have been part of several breaking news stories, and for this one, I was crouched down on the ground. Even though the gunshots were going on high above our heads, it was the sound of the bullets ricocheting off the buildings and just how loud the gunshots really sounded like bombs at one point, and just not knowing where they were coming from, where they were going. We saw the SWAT sniper officers. We heard them saying with intensity, let's get our sniper rifles. We saw them go get them. We saw them go to a building nearby, go to the top. And shortly after that, we didn't hear any more gunshots. And we also heard shortly after that that the suspect was in custody. So we are anxiously waiting for the police chief and the Atlanta mayor to brief us shortly and just tell us what led up to this, what was happening when we were all on edge, what was happening when we were trying to figure out. We will know shortly, and of course we will get that to you as soon as we get it. For now, we're live in Midtown. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
Things starting to get back to the way they were before this all started. Taisha, thank you.
And now this got us thinking. This is the third active shooter situation in Midtown Atlanta in as many years. In August of 2022, remember that woman named Raisa Kenge? She shot 3 people, killing 2 at the 1280 West condo building. In June of this year, a judge ruled she was not, in fact, competent to stand trial. Here's another one. In May of 2023, 5 people got shot inside the Northside Hospital facility on West Peachtree Street. 1 person died. Police arrested Dayon Patterson. He's now charged with 1 count of murder as well as aggravated assault. He has not yet stood trial.